Oh, hello. After a nice Sunday lunch, Auntie Pam came over, cut my hair. She's been cutting my hair for 35 odd years, so that's good. So she's come over, done that. So this is time now to try and attempt to do some stone chipping. Go into a bit more detail of what I'm going to attempt and show you in a bit. What I've got, well, I'll show you now, might as well. Just got, using this stuff, never used it before, never done stone chipping before like this. This is Gravitex stuff, kept it inside for a few days and now I've just put it in some hot water because that's again what I've read on the internet to do. So that's all sitting there, hopefully make a better finish. Got my gun, where the gun is. Find the gun. So, got the gun that came with it. I've heard there's different quality types of guns, but we'll just see how this goes. I don't know, I've just got this whole set off eBay. 6 bottles and a gun for 40 odd quid or something. So yeah, instructions say something about PSI. I think it was like between 40 and 70 PSI, so it's nice and accurate that. I don't know why they, yeah, between 40 and 70 PSI. Quite vague with their figures. So we'll start off at 40 PSI I think, and then just see how it goes on. It doesn't say thin in it, it only says thin if you want to smooth it. So you had cellulose thinners it was talking about. But yeah, what I'll do is I'm just going to add a bit of masking just to stop some of the over stuff going too far where I don't want it to. Although to be fair, I don't think it's going to. But yeah, let's put a bit of masking on some of the areas just to stop stone chip from overshooting. So we'll mask it up, get the compressor fired up, and see how we go. Can't be too hard, can it? Alright, sorry to be a bit boring. I think I'm going to just try and video this in real time for a little bit, just to see how it goes. Got my Stella open, so that's going to help. Quick lucky swig of that. So I've set the compressor to about 50 PSI. Got my gun connected up. Put a bit of masking tape on, just masking paper, just to mask up some of the areas, just to save me trying to rub the stuff off later. So we get one of these things. It says give it a good shake. I'll say I've shaken these already. I should give it a bit more of a shake. Mind the water going everywhere. Alright, so we'll take the old lid off this stuff. So what I'm going to do is attempt to do the tunnel first, so it gives me a bit of practice. Take that off a second. Got some water while I shake it, so remember that when I shaked it I've got water. That's good. Just remember to mask one bit up. Let me just stop that. Alright, just added a bit of masking on there. Hopefully you can see the tunnel. So, yeah, well, let's give it a go. About 50 PSI as I said. Never done this before. Yeah, well, let's just see what happens. Cool. Tell you what, they don't look too bad. Definitely got the eggshell on there, or orange peel this time. Alright, so let's carry on. Alright, that's enough of that on slow mo. I'll speed up a bit. Going on alright. I'm not too sure if I should be wearing a mask or not, but alright, well, that went better than I thought. I'll put the heater back on because it feels a bit cold out here. I had a slight bomb, I forgot to plug the compressor in. So I was wondering why it was starting to run out of air a bit. It wasn't going on nicely. Once I turned the compressor back on and we had 50 psi again, it was going good. So I don't know how well you can see all that. I didn't know how many coats I put on. I put a couple of coats on. Hasn't gone too bad. So I don't know how good that looks in the videos. Definitely smartens it up. So I might just run along that top edge quickly again. So when you start sitting back a second and then you start looking at some of these things. A little bit along that top edge there. Just having a look now, see if I can see if I've missed any obvious bits. Obviously, I'm sure you can shout out on YouTube if I have, but it'll be too late. But I can always add some more on tomorrow anyway. So, but yeah, that's looking good. It's hiding up a lot of stuff, looking good now. Time to smack the old car on eBay. Solid shell, 100%. Zero rust. Alright, so that's good. So yeah. So yeah, no problems with that. Just watch shaking the can. I've got a bit of water over it. Not one of the tips, about 50 psi. Guns seem to be doing alright. I don't know. Maybe it's not professional, but man in his garage. It's all looking fairly good. Definitely got a bit of a speckle effect. Yeah, just got to put it down now, otherwise you just keep going berserk and keep using more and more. Alright, so yeah, any other questions, shout. First time I've done that. Seemed to all go quite well. Definitely helped. Bucket of water, I think, keeping the old liquid nice and warm. Went on a lot better. Make sure your compressor's turned on, that always helps. Yeah, maybe wear a mask because it feels a bit in here, but I'll be alright. I'll get a little bit of Stella down me, that'll wash out any fumes. So yeah, not really much of a tutorial. Definitely not a tutorial. It's just how I did it. So yeah, cool. Next task, let's get these subframes cleaned up. Back in. Yeah, just a quick close-up look. Yeah, I've got the orange peel effect that everyone tries to go for. So yeah, all good. First attempt at proper stone chipping. Used 2.5 of those containers. So to be honest, you could have easily got away with 2, that's for sure. 1 would have been a bit tight really, but definitely 2 would have been plenty enough to do the underside of a car, or of a Mini anyway, that's for sure. Don't start doing your Trans Am or something with 2. Yeah, so yeah, all good. So I don't know if I taught anyone anything, but any other questions, let me know in case what I've done wrong or what I've missed out. But yeah, cheap gun, off eBay, came as a set. So as I said, you get away 2, 3 minimum, you know, if you really want to do. Yeah, does a whole side. I've done the rear and front valances as well. Some people don't even stone chip the seals, I don't think, depending on what sort of look you're going for, but I just wanted to add a bit of protection, so I've just gone for the front and rear valance. So they're all below the bumper line, so it's all good, I think anyway. The wife won't know any difference, so adds a bit of protection. Alright, that's it for night.